are called meteoroids. The next celestial object that we saw was the moon. Satellites are celestial objects which revolve around the planets. The moon is the only Earth's satellite. It revolves around the Earth once in every 27 days and 8 hours. It takes about the same time for it to complete one rotation around its axis. It has no atmosphere. The surface of the moon is characterized by craters, which is created by the impact of the meteors. The distance between the moon and the earth is 384,400 kilometers. And the size of the moon is 1/4 of the earth. The moon is the only celestial body where humans have landed. Today we are going to see about the motions of the earth. Motions of the earth. Children, have you noticed the sun in the morning, afternoon or evening? Is it in the same place throughout the day? No. It is seen in the east in the morning, overhead in the afternoon, and in the west in the evening. Have you ever thought of the reason behind it? This is because of the constant moving of the earth around the sun. Because sun is at the center and the earth revolves around the sun. It seems that the sun is moving, but it is not so. This is similar to what you experience when you are traveling in a bus or train. When you look out of the window, the trees, the lamppost and other objects seem to be moving, but actually it is you who are moving. To understand the motions of the earth better, you need to be familiar with the shape and inclination of the earth. What is the shape of the earth? The earth is spherical in shape. See, you have to understand the earth rotates on its axis. What is an axis? An axis is an imaginary line that runs from the North Pole to the South Pole through the center of the earth. It is an imaginary line that runs from the North Pole to the South Pole through the center of the earth. The earth's axis is always tilted, that is sloping position, or inclined from the vertical by an angle of 23.5 degree. It makes an angle of 66.5 degree with the plane of the earth's orbit. I'll repeat again. The earth's axis, that is an imaginary line which runs from the North Pole to the South Pole through the center of the earth, is always tilted, that is it is in the sloping position or inclined from the vertical by an 23.5 degree, which makes an angle of 66.5 degree with the plane of the earth's orbit. Now let's see what is rotation. The spinning movement of the earth on its axis, we call it as rotation. What is rotation? It is the spinning movement of the earth on its axis is known as rotation. It rotates from west to east, that is anti-clockwise, and takes 23 hours, 56 minutes and 4.09 seconds to complete one rotation. The time taken by the earth to complete one rotation is called a day. So, the rotation of the earth causes day and night. See, as the earth is spherical in shape, only 1/2 of it is illuminated by the sun at a time. Illuminated, that is the lighted part. The other half remains dark. The illuminated portion, that is the lighted portion of the earth, experiences day, whereas the darkened part of the earth experiences night. So, the line which divides the surface of the earth into a lighted half and a dark half is called the terminator line. The next we are going to see about the revolution. What is revolution? It is the movement of the earth around the sun in an elliptical path. It is the movement of the earth around the sun in an elliptical path. What is an elliptical path? It is the path in which the planets move around the sun. It is egg-shaped or oval-shaped, in which the planets move around the sun. We call it as the elliptical path. So, the movement of the earth around the sun in an elliptical path is known as revolution. It takes 365 and a quarter days to complete one rotation. It takes 365 and a quarter days to complete one rotation. See, for our convenience, we take it as 365 days and we call it a year. The remaining quarter day is added once in every 4 years in the month of February. That is why February has 29 days once in every 4 years. And that year we call it as the leap year. So this quarter day is adjusted with the 29 days which comes in the month of February in every 4 years, which we call it as a leap year. See, our earth is divided into northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. The northern hemisphere is inclined towards the sun for 6 months, that is from 21st March to 23rd September. So during that time, the southern hemisphere is tilted away from the sun. From September 23rd to March 21st, the southern hemisphere is inclined towards the sun and the northern hemisphere faces away from the sun. So the changing position of the earth in its orbits during revolution, which gives the impression that the sun is continuously moving north and south of the equator. But the equator faces the sun directly on 21st March and 23rd September. So these 2 days are called equinoxes, during which the day and night are equal throughout the earth. Then on 21st June, the Tropic of Cancer, that is at 23.5 degree north and south, faces the sun, which is known as summer solstice. It is the longest day in the northern hemisphere and longest night in the that is the shortest day in the southern hemisphere. I'll repeat again. On 21st June, the Tropic of Cancer faces the sun. This is known as summer solstice. It is the longest day in the northern hemisphere and longest night in the southern hemisphere. So, in northern hemisphere, the day will be long, and in the southern hemisphere, the day will be short. Night will be long. On 22nd December, the Tropic of Cancer, that is 66.5 degree north and south, faces the sun, which is called as the winter solstice. It is the longest day in the southern hemisphere and longest night, that is the shortest day in the northern hemisphere, just the opposite. So, on 22nd December, the Tropic of Cancer, that is 66.5 degree north and south, faces the sun, which is called as winter solstice. It is the longest day in the southern hemisphere and longest night in the northern hemisphere. I hope that you have understood the rotation and revolution of the earth. Followed by this, you are going to see a video. Followed by that, one assignment will be given. Please complete it. Thank you, children.